This video is about to be one of the most educational pieces of content you will ever consume for basketball. And because of that, I'm going to have no flashy edits, nothing. Okay. This video is about to be one of the most educational pieces of content that you are going to ever consume for basketball. There's going to be no flashy edits, no cuts. So if you have a short attention span, click off the video already. This isn't for you. You just don't want it bad enough, all right? This is everything I learned after scoring 3,000 points in high school at just 5'9", right? If you want to look it up, you can look me up. Just go tap my name and you'll see it on Google, whatever the hell, right? But Pete, first thing I learned, right? The level of work and dedication that you need to have to be able to play at a high level in any sport or just in anything in life is crazy. You have to have an unhealthy obsession with being great. From the moment you from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, everything that you do has to be for that single goal that you have in mind, right? I'll give you an example. I've said this in all my other videos, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's genuinely the system and the schedule that you have to follow to be great. I would wake up at 4 a.m, sometimes 3:30, right? I would wake up, meditate and journal, and I'll plan my day ahead. I'll plan the workouts that I had to do. Sometimes I'll do it the night before, but it just really depended on like the mood for real, right? But I would sit there and schedule what I'm gonna do, schedule my whole day. Then I would go in the gym, hop on the shooting machine. This is when I was at college, by the way, too. So hop on the shooting machine, right? Go make 500 shots, do some ball handling, okay? And then boom, come back once again, eat breakfast, of course, go to class, whatever it is, and then come back again in the gym, right? Now I'm doing some of my skill work, right? So I gotta stop saying right. But now I'm going to doing some skill work, okay? Doing my ball handling, focusing on my finishing, on my touches, just basically all the basic skills that are going to translate in the game. Not doing anything too flashy, just doing all the functional stuff that you're actually going to use. Then I'll take a break, then come back again at around like 3-ish, and then I'll do another live workout with either my friends or anything, right? So now I'm playing out of different moves and playing at the triple threat going live. I'm coming off a ball screen going live, or I'm coming off a ball screen focusing on snaking the defender, doing anything, right? Basically just playing in live situations, all the skill work on all the shots that I did, putting them in a situation where I have an actual defender, okay? And then afternoon, I'm going again, and I'm taking more shots, or I'm playing runs. It just depends. Sometimes I'll do both. Majority of the time, I'll do both. But during this whole entire time, during those breaks, I'm foam rolling, I'm stretching, I'm getting massaged out, I'm taking ice baths, I'm icing my knees, my ankles, my shoulders, my back, right? I'm taking care of my body, because if you don't, your body's going to break down on you, right? You can only do as much as your body allows. And if your body's breaking down more than you're building it up and more than you're taking care of it, you're not going to last long. You're never going to last long in the game of basketball if you don't take care of your body. Look at LeBron. He's played over 20 years. There was that one thing where it said he's put over $1 million a year into his body. Now, I don't know how true that is. Nobody really does, but that's just the rule of thumb that people always go with, right? So over $1 million into your body just for him to be able to play for 20, 25 years or however long he's going to play. You have to put more time into the recovery aspect than you do into the actual skill, okay? And this is coming from somebody that's torn his ACL and meniscus once, and then he tore his meniscus again, and that's eventually why I stopped hooping, because I didn't take care of my body as much as I needed to, especially around the times that I got hurt. I didn't take care of my body at all, and that's exactly why I ended up getting hurt. I was putting way too much load on my body. So if you're going to follow this very strict schedule of working out 4 to 5 times a day, take care of your body as much as you possibly can. Eat right. And food that you consume is very important because it's literally what's fueling your body, right? So you might look stupid. All your friends going out to go get McDonald's and doing this other thing, but you're not going because you're going to go and eat your chicken or your pasta or whatever it is that you got cooked at home, okay? You don't have to be OD with it. You don't. You just have to just follow a strict guideline and you can eat out every once in a while. I'm not telling you to go be stupid and not live your life with your friends or do anything. I'm going to be very realistic. You have to live a life outside of basketball, because if you don't, you're going to end up hating basketball, right? What I'm telling you is find a good balance. Balance is everything, right? Balance is everything, especially when it comes to food, because nobody realistically wants to eat healthy 100% of the time. The rule of thumb I follow is 70-30. So 70% healthy, 30% whatever the hell I want to eat, okay? That's that for the basketball like training aspect, okay? The other thing is, when you're working out and you're getting your shots up, focus on all these small details. If you are a short guard, which my videos are dedicated to short guards mainly because I was a short guard. But if you're taller, listen to this even more, because if you're tall and you take the tips that the short guards are using, unstoppable. Shout out Caleb Williams, by the way. But what's that called? You have to over exaggerate everything. You have to be extra with everything. Every single step, every single time that you switch, like every heel swivel, whatever the hell it is, has to be intentional. You have to be able to master everything. Your footwork is key. You're already short, so everybody has a step advantage over you. Okay, so you can't waste the extra step doing something that you basically just can't waste an extra movement at all. So you have to have your footwork mastered to the finest detail. You have to be able to be intentional with every single move that you do. If you see me looking in the right corner, I'm looking at the battery because it says halfway dead. But everything that you do has to be intentional. And you do this by work, okay? By working out, practicing, doing your skill work, okay? And the best way that I found to be able to master your footwork, to be able to master your ball handling, and just your movement overall, which is very important. I'm going to get to that in a whole nother level or another part of the video. But dribble in front of a mirror. Work on your footwork in front of a mirror, okay? Because of the way that things feel and look are two completely different things. You're gonna feel like you're dribbling like Kyrie, but in reality, you're probably dribbling like Shaq. Okay, you have to look in the mirror so that you actually visually see what's going on. Or you can set up a phone and record yourself and look back. But the mirror is a little bit better because you have that initial, you have that immediate response to what it looks like. Okay. So if you have a YMCA, they normally have a group fitness room or other gyms or anything like that. You can find it, get a mirror, dribble in your house, whatever the hell it is, right? But dribble in front of a mirror and you'll see so much growth, especially in the movement aspect. The way that you move dictates everything. There's the difference between somebody who moves okay hitting a tween cross and somebody that masters their movement hitting a tween cross is two completely different things. Literally, all Kyrie can handle the ball. Yes, he's a great ball handler, but that's not the thing that separates him from any other player. The thing that separates him from any other ball handler, any other dribbler, whatever the hell it is, any other guard, is his movement. He mastered his body movements, okay? You have to be able to move your body and make it go in certain positions to be able to shift your defender. I said this in my other video before. You have your body frame right here, okay? This is your natural body frame when you're in your dribbling stance or whatever it is, okay? I keep saying whatever it is, but yeah. That's your natural thing. You have to be able to get out of this frame, which means you have to be able to shift like this. If you don't shift like this, you're not going to be able to shift your defender because all your defender has to do is just stay within the frame of you. But if you can get outside that natural body frame, you're going to be able to shift your defender 10 times more and you're going to become a lot more unguardable. I know I said no cuts, but I allowed this one cut because, camera died. But back to what I was saying though. Kyrie is a master of movement. You have to be able to move out of your frame because if you can't move out of your frame, it's so much easier to guard. And that's exactly why you see a lot of players that they look so stiff or they can handle the ball really well, but they can't get nobody's ankles. They can't get open. Right? They just no move that they do actually works because they don't get out of the frame. So sit in a mirror for at least 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day will help, right? And just dribble and watch yourself. And over time, you'll see your movements get mastered a lot more. Another thing, your hip mobility and your hip strength is the most important thing on your body. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's more important than your legs, your upper body, anything, right? Although your hips are technically part of your legs, but it's a little different, right? Your hip mobility, especially if you're trying to become a good ball handler, is the most important thing because you have to be able to get into certain positions that your body naturally can't. A lot of players have stiff ass hips. That's exactly why a lot of players aren't shifty. They can't get low. They can't sell these moves hard because their hips are that tight. And also that tightness in your hips and the weakness in your hips is what causes your knee pain. And it causes tendonitis in your knees, ankles, anywhere, right? On your lower back it causes your lower back to hurt if your hips are tight and and weak. Your hips are pretty much a thing that supports everything and connects everything in the middle, right? It's literally in the middle of your body. So it's a thing that holds everything together. You have to have a good hip mobility and be able to strengthen your hips. And if you want that, I'll drop another full routine on how to strengthen your hips and everything. Just got to get around to doing it. So comment and let me know if you actually want that. But yeah, other thing is just overall mobility in general. You have to be able to be mobile as hell, especially if you're trying to be an elite guard. Your body has to go in positions, has to be comfortable in positions that your body naturally isn't. So you have to be stretching every day. You have to be doing mobility work. You have to be foam rolling every day. But not just doing that, you have to build strength in these extreme ranges of motion. Because there's going to be a lot of times you hit a snatch and your groin's damn near touching the ground or whatever the hell it is, right? And you have to be able to build strength in those positions. One, so that you can be able to explode out of them. But two, so that you don't get injured while you're in them, right? That's another key thing. The third thing is you have to be able to build confidence, right? And I'm not talking about telling yourself to be confident, right? Telling yourself to be confident is like the same thing as telling someone to be taller. And if someone that's 5'9", trust me that it don't work, yeah? It doesn't work, right? What I mean by build true confidence, I mean build true confidence in yourself, your own word. You literally, confidence comes from the ability, all confidence is just the ability to trust yourself. Okay. So every single time you tell yourself you're going to go do something, you're going to go in the gym and follow a strict routine and strict schedule, and you don't do it, you're slowly becoming less and less confident because you literally can't trust yourself, right? Like right now, how many times do you tell yourself you're going to go do something and you don't ever do it? That right there is the exact same reason why you're not confident in games. So literally, it's as simple as this, okay? I call it, it's like this little journal thing. So literally write down your schedule, write down the schedule that you want to do throughout the day, okay? And then try to match that schedule as much as possible down like the smallest little detail, and then come back again at night and write down the actual schedule. I call it a target schedule and like your real schedule, okay? So try to get your real schedule to match your target schedule as much as possible, and that'll slowly help build your confidence in yourself and on the basketball court. And honestly, it's just so simple. Stop telling yourself you're gonna do something and not do it. Literally just do it. It's not that hard. Because half the stuff that you tell yourself you're gonna do literally takes like 5 minutes to do or 10 minutes to do. Or at the end of the day, it's going to help you. If you tell yourself you're gonna go in the gym, go in the gym. Literally just go work out. It's not that hard. Literally, a half-ass workout is better than not showing up at all. Even if you feel sick or whatever the hell it is, just go and get shots up. 10% is better than 0%, right? It's all about stacking Legos, right? Phil Handy uses the term a lot, literally just stacking Legos. He uses it for ball handling or anything. I use it for just life in general. Every time you show up, you're putting a Lego on top of the last Lego that you put on. You're building a wall to get up to the highest level that you want to be able to get to. And that's all you have to focus on. Every single day, literally just 1% better. Just stack that Lego on top of it. And by the time you look back, you're going to be exponentially better than when you started, right? The other thing is weight training. You have to be able to get in the gym. You have to lift. If you're younger, whatever the hell it is, do body weight stuff, yes, but still lift. You have to work out. One, because this helps prevent injuries, and two, especially at the college and pro level, these guys are so much stronger than you could ever imagine. They're damn near like freaking football players, again, like bodybuilders, honestly. Like, they're a lot stronger than you could ever imagine. You have to be able to take hits, and not just take hits, but initiate hits to be able to finish through contact, to be able to handle the ball. Because a lot of people don't realize being a ball handler, being like a guard, Kyrie and all that, is a lot more physical than you could ever imagine, right? You are getting hit so much, and not just that, you have to hit back so much, especially if you're handling the ball. Playing at a high level is physical as hell, and nobody ever, like, you can't explain it until you experience how physical it is, because you're gonna have a 6'7" boo-boo face African in your face picking you up full court, and not going through contact is literally gonna get you. You're gonna end up getting ripped, and you're gonna turn the ball over, and you're gonna get benched, and you're gonna be sad because you're bad. It's literally just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you get what I'm trying to say, okay? Yeah. But you have to be able to build basketball strength, not bodybuilding stuff, right? You ain't trying to go in there and bench press 375 or whatever the hell it is, right? You're in there building legit basketball strength. The two things that you should focus on, or the three things: your legs, your core. Your core is very, very important. Your legs and your core are the things that help you take hits, and then your shoulders. Shoulders kind of help with your shot and your back and everything too. But focus on legs and core. Two most important things, okay? Especially legs, doing your ISOs, your hip stuff, your shoulder mobility, and then just basic shoulder strengthening things to prevent injuries, especially in your shoulders. Because if you shoot a lot, your shoulders going to get tired. They're gonna get sore, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Other thing is, you have to have an elite mid range. You have to, because I say it on my other videos, right? If you only shoot 2 shots, if you only drive for layups, and you only shoot threes, as soon as you blow past somebody, they're already gonna know that you're just trying to. They already know that you're just going to like go to the layup and you're going to get sent, because they're not even going to try to stop for a midi. Now, if you drive and you have the option of finishing or doing a little midi pull, now you can hit hezzies. Now they're on their toes now, because you have options, right? All that does is create options. Look at Shea. The thing that makes Shea so tough to guard is because he'll pop off on that mid range, like without a hesitation, without a doubt, he'll pull a little midi, right? That's the thing that makes all these greats so hard to guard, because they'll pull midis. Like, bro, I'm telling you, the difference between a high school player at college level and a pro is so crazy. There was this one time, my dad got me in like connection with some guy that played in the summer league. He was like some 7-footer, right? Played at, I forgot what college it was. It was some big major D1, like high major D1. He was like 7 foot tall, 6'10", 7 foot tall, right? But he's never, and I mean never, shot a 3 in his college career. I went and played him one-on-one. bro, side step threes, hitting hezzy pull threes, anything. But he's never shot a three in college or in the summer league or nothing, right? The skill level that you have to be able to reach to be able to play at a high level is 0 to none. In my opinion, basketball has the biggest skill gap in any other sport. And like, it's one of them things you don't realize it until you go and see it. Everybody always says it, right? All these NBA players can go and shoot 70, 80% in three. I mean, like in like practice. If they're just shooting 100 shots, they're going to make at least 70 or 80 of them. 70% of the bigs, the ones that shoot 70%, the guards are looking more at 80, 90%. And I know this ain't cap because if I was able to shoot 85 to 90% from three, I can't even imagine what guys like Curry were able to do, right? The skill gap that you have, like the skill level that you have to be able to obtain is crazy. That's exactly why I go back to saying that you have to work out as much as you can, especially if you start playing basketball late. You have to make up that time. And it's very possible. I started playing in the 7th grade. In 2 years, I was better than everybody around me. But that all goes back to a mindset thing. Your mindset has to be on a whole nother level. You have to train your mind. Your mind has to be the strongest thing on your body. Because at the end of the day, I always say your mind is a way that you literally connect to the world. Whatever your mind tells you is the reality that you live. If you think the world is a certain way, if you think things are a certain way, your mind is going to literally tell you that's how it is. Like, you're literally going to live that life. So if you tell yourself you're bad at basketball, you're going to be bad at basketball. There's never been somebody ever in the world that says that's like actually really genuinely the best at something, and deep down inside they really believe that they're not good, right? And my best, I would always say nah, I'm not that good, because I'll try to be humble, right? But let's be dead ass. If we're being real, I knew I could bust anybody's ass. I knew I was like that, but I would always just say I'm humble, right? I would always try to act humble because I'm not a cocky individual, okay? But you have to have real genuine self-belief. And that comes from 1, putting in the work, and 2, following your own personal code, which I can go more in detail in the personal code. I do go more in detail in the link in my bio. If you want that, just go tap in. Up to you, gang. But, back to what I was saying though. You have to 1, be present in games. You have to meditate. If you're not meditating, bro, you're literally leaving so much on the table. So much more than you can ever imagine until you actually experience it. Meditation is a key to full in-game presence. If you're not present in games, you're never, and I mean never, ever going to play to your full potential. It's like literally playing basketball, but you're focusing. Do you know what I'm talking about, bro? You ever be playing in a game and you're focusing on the crowd, you're focusing on what the coach thinks, you're looking at the stat, like the scoreboard the whole entire time, you're just looking around, but like not even really paying attention to the game itself. Imagine you playing in a basketball game where the whole entire time, the only thought running through your mind is ball. It's literally just ball. You're thinking about putting the ball in the hoop, you're thinking about the plays, you think about like literally everything is just about the game. You know how much better you will be if you can actually do that, instead of you having them little spurts of moments where you go look at the crowd, you go look at the coach or anything like that. That is what meditation can do for you. Meditation can give you the ability to just have a 45, like an hour game where it's just straight ball. You're only focused on the ball. It's exactly why I tell you meditation is the most important thing. And I have a whole bunch of guided meditations if you want them. I'm about to probably drop one on a YouTube video for it, just so y'all can have that. But genuinely, meditation and presence is the most important thing. You can't play at a high level if you're not mentally present. You can't. Look at, I'm just going to keep bringing up Shea because he's a new guy that everybody kind of loves right now. Okay. So he's not distracted, bro. He's literally keyed in the whole entire time. Literally the whole entire time of the game. Yeah, they're probably laughing and joking around, but if you go in his mind the whole entire time, all he's thinking about is ball. He's thinking about he's thinking about the current possession. He's thinking about the play that's happening, the set that they're running. He's thinking about why this is happening. He literally has full total in-game presence. That's literally all he has. You have to be present in games. The second thing is you have to be able to control your emotions. You can't be too high. You can't be too low. You have to be in that middle ground, right? Because if your emotions get too high, you start playing out of control. You start getting jittery, and you start losing your own ability to actually go out there and play. When your emotions are too low, you have no confidence. You're sad. You're playing scared. You're playing all these different ways, right? You have to find that middle ground where you don't get too high, where you don't get too low. Yes, it's okay to get hyped for every once in a while. Okay. Yes, that's normal. You're human. It's going to happen. If somebody gets a dunk, you get a little, hey, whatever the hell it is. Yes. But you have to bring it back to a neutral moment. You can't let it get out of control. As soon as you let it get out of control, that's when the game is going to slip away from you. It is, right? And there's various different ways to be able to control your emotions. one, meditation also does help with that. Meditation helps with so much stuff. I have a full list of exercises, right? And these exercises go in full detail. They go and break you're literally like simulating in real life or in real game situations. You're explaining them emotions in a full detail, and then you're having a recovery method to be able to snap out of that and be able to get back to a neutral emotional point. And I have that in the link in my description too if you want that. I'm telling you, bro. I'm giving y'all so much juice. I'm giving you so much stuff. Stuff that, like, I'm telling you, it took me years and years, and I had to put real money into it to just be able to figure this out. These are things that all these NBA players use, all these high-level players use. They just gatekeep, and I'm not going to gatekeep no more. I'm giving you the real sauce for real. Trust, I am. But, like, back to what I was saying about the emotional control, you have to. You have to. You ever see why Kobe and, like, and all these other people do this fist, right? Because, like, it sounds so stupid. Your emotions are energy, right? Your emotions are pure, like literally the purest form of energy inside your body. And this energy can get out of control and make you do like very jitterish things. That's why I feel like before a game, if you're nervous and excitement, you feel like that energy kind of flowing around you, because it is literally pure, raw, like the rawest form of energy. And you have to, and the thing is with this energy, you have to be able to use it for you instead of it being used against you. So that's why you always see them do this ball of fist, right? Because it's a way to be able to channel that energy, that like high excitement energy without getting out of control. It sounds stupid, but try it out and trust me, it'll work. The other thing is with this emotional energy, you have to be able to like learn how to use it. You can get to the point where you can literally maneuver this energy through your body. You can make it go to your chest, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your legs. You can literally like make this energy flow through your body. And you can practice that by doing meditation, and there's other different things too. I'm telling you, meditation is literally the key to just being free, bro. I'm telling you. But there's various different ways that you can practice that. And when you do that, you learn, like you can give yourself the ability to have more energy in game. You can channel times where you have to focus in more. You can channel those times where you have to like really lock in and key in. Even when you're tired, it'll give you that extra boost that you need to finish the game, right? Your emotions are literally gold, I'm telling you. The other thing is, you have to stop listening to what other people tell you. You have to. Too many times I've seen players that are actually really good, but then their parents, their friends, and their coaches always talk down on them, and then eventually they have no confidence. You can't let somebody else write your own story. You can't. This is going to be the only life that you live. Realistically, for most of y'all, if you're in like high school right now, you're only ever going to play basketball for the next 10 years of your life. Yes, 10 years might seem like a lot, but trust me, it goes like that, right? You're only ever going to have this game for a period of time. This doesn't last for forever. So why are you going to let somebody else tell you how it's going to go for you? I'll be damned. I'll be so damned. You have to control your own story. You can't listen to what other people tell you. You take control and do what you want to do, right? If somebody tells you you're not good, there's probably been so many times you were able to prove that you were good. If somebody tells you can't shoot, think about all the times that you made shots in game. Think about all the times that you went workouts and you're able to hit shots, right? Don't let somebody else tell you who you are as a person. And this goes deeper than basketball. This is just life in general. Don't let somebody dictate or write your script for you. The other thing is, and this is the final thing before we click off this video, because it's been a minute, right? Fear. You cannot, and I mean cannot, run from fear. Fear is hardwired into your DNA from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, where fear was the thing that kept us alive. But like, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you don't need it anymore. A lot of the time, you don't need it. All it does is just hurt you. In games, you go in games and you feel that same little fear thing that you always feel every single time. But this time around, after this video, you are going to stop running. You're going to stop running from it. You have to like go into it. You have to embrace it. You have to make friends with fear. You have to understand, what is it that you fear? What good can happen if this fear comes true? You have to stop being scared of the negative outcome that you hold so high up on a pedestal. Because as soon as you like really just stop caring about if that fear comes true, you're going to play so much more freer. You have to understand, like genuinely, why do you fear it? Because in reality, every single time a fear comes true, my biggest fear came true. Like, my biggest fear was that I would have to stop playing basketball. That was my biggest fear, and it came true. But on the other side of that, life has been great. Honestly, there's been so many things that happen, but I wouldn't have it any other way. But Like genuinely, if you want to go ask me before, I would have told you, I would rather die than not have basketball in my life. And that was my biggest fear, was letting go of ball, letting go of basketball. But now that it's here, I never realized how stupid it was until I have literally like life without basketball. And it's been amazing. It's been everything I've been able to ask for. I'm able to help you guys out. I'm able to build a community of amazing of over like 200-300 basketball players that I help every single day, to be able to help them play to their full potential in basketball, be able to help them do the things that I did and more, right? Just stop running away from fear. You have to embrace fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear will literally make you do things that you never even wanted to do in the first place, right? So just embrace it, accept it. And if you want to work with me directly, if you want to join the community of over 200-300 basketball players that I was just talking about, in the link in my bio, I have a free video that'll kind of show you exactly how to do that, right? If you want to, click that link and it'll take you exactly where you got to go for it, right? But catch you in the next one.